When my siblings began to see the strength of the calling that God had placed on me, and how that their lives seemingly got into crossroads where they needed answers, and daddy, who was like a spiritual arrowhead, will refer them to their youngest brother, there was an initial kind of resistance. But
I can imagine.
They began to see that even a casual instruction, if followed, will yield the results. So they began to believe more like they couldn't take any major step without consulting me. And that's pressuring. Sometimes they need quick answers, and I have to look for all of the possible tools to be able to get answers from God. If the answers are not forthcoming, I have to be able to bring at least a word that keeps them stayed. One of those times, I remember my elder brother was working with a South African company that was like their Nigerian head.
Okay.
And in February that year, God began to speak to me how that the company was going to shut down.
Yeah.
So I phoned him, and he said, well, he had started seeing from the economic side that they were going to shut down. And he began to look for another job. He was married that time. And then he got a job that was going to pay him like 1/3 of his salary in the month of May. That time they had gotten a date that by the end of August or so, the company was going to shut down. When he got the job and sent me the offer letter, I told him don't. He got another one in July, I told him don't. So the wife called me and said, is the plan that my husband becomes jobless?
Do you want my husband to be jobless and suffering here?
So I told him, second week of September, you get an offer. That's the one you should take. And that was going to be like 2 weeks after the set date of shutting down. Well, the company in August decided to extend till October. Second week of September, he saw an opening, applied for the opening, and it was 3 times his normal salary. So we've had events like that, and right now it's more or less me shying away from playing God. Because even if I err to say, this is what you should do, I know it will still be followed. So there is the pressure of making sure that
You hear the Lord.
I hear the Lord, and I hear him within the shortest possible time. Yeah, so it's pressuring, but God has been faithful.